everybody, it has been a little while. Today is Monday, September 6th. It is Labor Day here in Canada. I have the day off and I decided to vlog. So the last couple weeks have been kind of crazy. I actually quit my job at the gym, which I'm so over the moon excited about. And now I am prepping to get ready for school, which starts on Wednesday. I'm very excited about it, but I've just taken the weekend to kind of do the things that I really want to do and not worry about other things going on. I've been setting up my Notion account for school, which has been really fun, and getting ready to start a new week fresh with school and my online tutoring that I do, my part-time job. So now I'm going to be working from home for the entirety of my life, basically, and I'm very excited about that. So I am very excited to see what things I'm going to be reading, what videos I'm going to be able to make for you guys. I'm just overall so excited. In terms of my reading, I still haven't finished a book yet for September, but that's okay because my TBR isn't that crazy. But the book that I am reading right now is The Box in the Woods by Maureen Johnson. This is the fourth book technically in the Truly Devious series. The Truly Devious trilogy is a completed story, and this is like a sequel story kind of set at a summer camp in which a bunch of brutal murders had happened in the 70s that went unsolved, the Box in the Woods murders, and Stevie, our main character, and her group of friends were invited to this summer camp by the new owner slash camp director in order to try and solve the mystery for his true crime podcast that he runs. So far I'm really loving it. I am about 80 pages in, and it's just bringing me right back into the world of Truly Devious, and I love these characters. I love this writing style. It also is similar to Truly Devious in that it's going back and forth time-wise between Stevie and her friends in the present and the characters in the 70s at the time of the murders. So I love this format and I'm very excited to get into this. And yeah, the rest of my TBR is for the Magical Readathon and Becca's bookoplathon and demonathon. There are 3 readathons happening this month. There's actually 4 technically. I have a whole separate TBR for the last half of this month because from the 19th until the 30th, it's another mini round, 2-week round of the pop culture readathon based on the Final Fantasy or Final Destination movies. So I have a whole separate TBR for that. So I'm going to try and finish the 8 books that are on my September TBR in the next 2 weeks. It should be doable. But yeah, anyway, again, I'm super excited. Tonight, me and a couple of my friends and Tyler are all going to go see Shang-Chi, and I'm very excited about that. And we're just going to have an overall great time. So come along with me, why don't you? Good morning, everybody. It is about 10:30 a.m. on Tuesday, September 7th. Today is technically my first day back to school. I'm very excited about that. I have my orientation in a couple of hours, and I'm very excited to see how this is going to go, especially now that I've gotten my internet fixed and I don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to spend the morning kind of going over some stuff like my academic integrity model and some training stuff that I have to do before my orientation, and then I'll be free as a bird once that's done. In terms of reading, I didn't update you guys last night, but I read my first book of September last night. I finished reading The Box in the Woods by Maureen Johnson, and I absolutely adored it. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this story and this iteration of Stevie and all of her friends and watching them go through the cycle of solving this mystery. I really thought it was a really interesting take on like a cold case from the 70s. Like, it's very Halloween-esque and very like summer camp slasher vibes, which right now at the end of summer, beginning of September, it was the perfect time to read this. So if any of you guys have been wanting to read it and have it like nearby, read it now. I absolutely adored the summer camp spookiness, and I really liked the mystery as well. I thought it was really well done. I liked seeing these characters interact after watching them grow so much over the original trilogy. It was just fantastic. I absolutely adored it. So yeah, 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'm going to go through and fill out my bullet journal because I didn't do that last night, so I'll go through that with you guys so you can see what it counted for each of the readathons. Okay, so as you guys can see here, I'm opened up to my September bullet journal setup. So let me just... First readathon that we are counting the box in the woods for is bookoplathon. As you can see, it counted for my 4th rule, which was to read a hyped book, I believe. Yeah, but that is complete. Very exciting. And then next up is the magical readathon on the novice's path. This is actually quite a ways down the path, but I counted this as being a 5-star prediction, and that is now done as well. Amazing. And demonathon. So this one counted for the manuscript room. I believe this one was to read a book that had a mystery to solve. Awesome. And then I can fill in my days red now. I think I'm going to use like this orangey yellow color. So I read this physically on the 1st. I started reading it again on Friday, yesterday. Oh, no, that's Saturday. I'm forgetting what days it is. Finish this on Monday. Amazing. So I finished my first book and I decided to pick my next one. And the next book that I'm going to be reading this week is One of Us is Lying by Karen N. McManus. This one was pitched as a murder mystery version of The Breakfast Club, which I'm very excited about. Basically, The Breakfast Club happens kind of as usual. All of these characters who fit the different personas of, what is it again? The brain, the beauty, the criminal, the athlete, and the outcast end up in detention. However, the guy, Simon, who is labeled the outcast, is also the creator of the school's gossip app. And the next day he was planning on revealing a bunch of juicy secrets about his fellow detentionees. So he doesn't make it out of detention alive. So it becomes a murder mystery to try and figure out who killed him. I'm super excited. I've heard great things about this as a YA thriller. I think it's going to be really good. And this is going to fulfill a prompt for each of the readathons again as well. Hello everybody, I am back. I have barely updated because it is like 6:30 and I just finished doing all the stuff that I had set out to do today. I had my program orientation for my new program, which I'm very excited about. I set up a Notion page for each class. I'm doing 5 classes this term. All of them are online. Only 2 of them have actual lectures to go to. The rest is all independent. So I went and created tables on my Notion pages for each class, outlining all of my readings and all my assignments, and then entering them into all my calendars because I have a desk calendar here, my planner, and my Notion. So set all of that up, which was great. And then I tutor as well online, so I had some extra training videos I had to go through for that before I start tomorrow, back for the fall, because I wasn't doing it over the summertime. And now I'm free. And I'm going to start reading for a little bit. I'm probably going to turn on some sprints from earlier today because I know Becca was doing some sprints for a bookoplathon that I missed out on. So I'm going to try and go and do some of that and get started on One of Us is Lying. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I was just sitting here wondering why it was getting so dark at before 7 o'clock p.m. I think it might rain. Good morning, everybody. It is about 10:30 a.m. on Wednesday, September 8th. Today is the official first day of classes, and I'm very excited. I started reading One of Us is Lying last night, and I got about 50 pages in. It's a very quick read so far. I got past the main conflict, like the main death, I guess, in the beginning, and it's just getting down to the point where they're realizing it was a murder, so I'm excited to see where this is going. I'm liking all the points of view, but I imagine it's going to fall into the trap of too many points of view and too short of a story, and we're not going to get enough background on each one, but I'm still optimistic. I think it's going to go really well. That's my quick little update. I will talk to you guys more once I get back to reading. So as you can see, I got my hair cut. I'm so happy with it, and I feel free. I no longer have tangled, long messy hair, and I feel so much better. That's pretty much what I've been doing all afternoon. It is Thursday, the 9th of September. Lecture for this week, watching the recorded lecture. And then I'm just going to clean up a little bit around the apartment. It's about 8:30 at night, and I'm getting a little tired, but I'm going to finish this up, get cleaning, and then I'll have the rest of my night to continue reading One of Us is Lying. There, now you can see it. One of Us is Lying by Karen Ann McManus. I haven't made any progress since I last spoke to you about it, mostly because I didn't have this with me at the hairdresser. I just had my phone. And yesterday was a really busy day, but I am going to get some more reading done for this, and I'll keep you guys updated. Hello all. So it's actually Monday, September 13th. This is going to end up being a 2-week vlog just because I haven't done a hell of a lot of reading since Wednesday. Or Thursday, I should say, when I did my hair done. Yeah, Thursday. I think that's the last time I updated you guys too. Anyway, it's been a bit of a whirlwind of a weekend, but I am back getting some work done. Haven't done a hell of a lot of reading since then, so I'm going to be trying to get back on my reading game today. I have some readings and a quick little assignment to do. I'm getting laundry done now, and then I'm going to take a bath and do some reading of One of Us is Lying. Get more into this tonight. That is my goal. I'm still trying to get into a groove of this online learning and figuring out what days I should be dedicating to what work. There are a couple classes that have a significantly more amount of readings and like little assignments to do, so I'm gonna dedicate those to my like Monday, Tuesday, because I have the least amount of stuff going on those days, and then figure it out from there. But I'm just gonna get some more of these readings done and then get my little assignment done and have the rest of my evening to chill. It's like 5 o'clock right now. I've got 7 hours to go pick up Tyler, so should have plenty of time to get this work done and spend some time for myself. So wish me luck. Hi everybody, today is Thursday, September 16th, and last night, very late last night, I finally finished reading One of Us is Lying by Karen Ann McManus, and unfortunately I did not love this book. Honestly, this is probably the worst book that I have read so far this year. This book took me like 10 days to read, which is abnormal in and of itself. I never take that long to read a single book, but also I couldn't care less about any of these characters. They were some of the most stereotypically written teenagers I've ever read in my entire life. None of them were interesting. None of them did anything to break the mold. All of their secrets and twists and stuff like that were very easily predictable. And a lot of them were used specifically as like gotcha moments, kind of, and I felt they were very misleading. And the ending just absolutely ruined it for me. It was a horrible ending. I went on Goodreads last night to see if other people felt the same way as me, and a lot of people did. And like a few other people put it into words better than I can, and I saw a lot of repeating reviews talking about how specifically queerness and mental illness were made light of so much in this and used for kind of gotcha dramatic moments and very stereotypical horrible moments, and it really just turned me off. I was not a fan, so I ended up giving this book 2 out of 5 stars, mostly because I finished it. And I finished it because I wanted to know what happened, and then I was incredibly disappointed, so it wasn't worth it, in my opinion. I think I just wasted 10 days reading this book, but that's that. My second book for Becca's bookoplathon, magical readathon, and demonathon. So let me pull open my bullet journal and we can go through that together. So I got my homepage, nothing really exciting there, really. Bookoplathon. This counted for my 5th roll, which was, what was it again? Oh, it was the pronouns tab, so I used it for us. as being the pronoun, and that's how I completed that. And then next up is Magical Readathon. This counted as my Obsidian Falls reading a thriller or mystery, which it definitely should not be considered a thriller. I think that's incredibly misleading as well. And then Demonathon, this was my Demon Room pick. Again, because I believe it was a mystery or thriller type prompt. So there's that. Let me try and fill in the days that I've read since last time I finished a book, which is not that many days. Give me a minute to do that. Okay, I think that's accurate. And then finally, I'm gonna add it as my second book read this month because I've only read 2 books because this one took forever. I'm not bitter at all. Anyway, that was incredibly disappointing. So now I need to read something that's going to be a bit more uplifting, or at least a bit more likely to be a 5-star read, and I'm definitely going to go into Small Favors by Erin A. Craig next. So this one I am reading... Oh, I already forget. I'm sorry, I'm like really out of it today. I didn't sleep well and I worked all morning, so I'm a little bit fuzzy. I am reading this one for my second role, which was to Last Letter, First Letter for Becca's bookoplathon. So because I picked Ace of Spades first, Small Favors had the same last letter, or first letter, as the last letter of Ace of Spades, which was S, so that's why I'm reading that for Becca's bookoplathon. For Magical Readathon, I am reading it for the Mist of Solitude prompt, which is to read a standalone, and then for Demonathon, I'm reading it for the Jewel Room prompt, which is a beautiful cover. I'm excited about this. I love Erin A. Craig. House of Salt and Sorrows was one of my favorite books I've read this year, so I'm very excited to read her next one. This is a standalone fantasy, just over 300 pages long, I believe. Or sorry, just over 400 pages long. And one I've been very excited to read, so hopefully this one goes a bit better than One of Us is Lying. Hello everybody, it is much later since last time I updated you guys. It is actually, oh, what day is it today? It's Thursday, September 23rd. This is going to end up being a month-long reading vlog. I just know it. But I have some exciting updates for you guys. Like you guys can probably remember, I probably talked about it at some point. At the end of August, I was lucky enough to be invited to the HarperCollins Canada Frenzies Presents, which was a virtual showcase for the upcoming fall releases for HarperCollins Canada's YA imprint, HarperCollins Frenzy. There was a quick talk with the 2 of my favorite authors ever, Tiffany D. Jackson and Kendar Blake, to discuss their newest books, and everybody who attended was going to be sent 2 physical ARCs of the books that were presented at the showcase, and I received my first 2 ARCs ever in the mail today, and I wanted to quickly share them with you guys. So the first one that I got was actually Act Cool by Toby McSmith. This is the author of Stay Gold, which came out last year, I believe, and I remember seeing a lot of hype about it. This follows our main character, August, who has just gotten a spot at New York's prestigious school for performing arts. But the one problem is his conservative parents do not agree with his lifestyle, as he is transgender. And in order to stay with his aunt and go to the program, he has to promise them that he won't transition while he's there. This follows him on his journey during this program and learning to be himself and learning what it means to be himself in this environment and in regards to his family. And I'm so excited to read it. It sounds really great. And the one that I'm most excited about is I Got an Arc of the Keeper of the Night by Kylie Lee Baker. This is a young adult historical fiction fantasy book following our main character Ren, who is half British Reaper and half Japanese Shinigami. After struggling to fit in London with all of her British Reaper comrades, I guess you could say, she ends up being banished and ends up fleeing to Japan, where she has to go through these trials in order to prove herself worthy to the goddess of death. I actually also got this through a digital arc through NetGalley, and so I'm a quarter of the way through it already, even though I just got the physical copy today. And I'm loving it so far. I flew through it while I was getting my haircut. It was, this one comes out on October 12th, and this one comes out on September 21st. Oh, so this one came out 2 days ago. Whoopsie. So this one is already out, so I highly recommend anybody go and get it. I'm excited to read this very soon. But yeah, I was very excited. I just wanted to say thank you to HarperCollins Frenzy. I'm so excited to read these, and I just can't believe I finally got 2 physical arcs. I've never had them before, so I'm just like kind of over the moon right now. I haven't made any progress on Small Favors yet since the first night I started reading it. I've just been very busy with work at school, so I'm hoping tonight that I can actually get some reading done, because I don't have as much planned to do today. I have more planned to do tomorrow. So I just finished working, and I'm just working my way through some mini lectures. And yeah, we shall see how this goes. Hello everybody. So today is Thursday, September 30th, the last day of the month, and I am determined to finish 2 more books. Neither of which are the books that I have already started for this month, but that is neither here nor there. I have 1 day left. And I'm determined to have read more than just 2 damn books this entire month. So I've switched up my TBR a little bit. I still need to listen to an audiobook and read my buzzword book for the month, which is supposed to include the word dark. So what I have decided to do, so my main goals for the month include listening to an audiobook, doing the buzzword book for the month, and reading a graphic novel. So I'm going to try and knock all those out tonight. I found on audio Don't Turn Out the Lights, which is a middle grade horror anthology edited by Jonathan Mayberry, and it's like a tribute to scary stories to tell in the dark. I can listen to that audiobook on 2.25 speed and be done in 3 hours. So I'm going to start it now at 3:30. I am leaving at 5:30 to go to my mother's house for dinner, and then it takes about half an hour to get there and half an hour to get back. So by the time that I get home, including listening on the drives, I should finish that by the time I get home tonight, which is going to be about, or that will check off for me listening to an audiobook and fulfilling my buzzword read for the month. Then when I get home tonight, I have some homework to do, but I'm going to finish off the night by reading The Dire Days of Willowy Manor by Shannon K. Garrity and Christopher Baldwin. This is the graphic novel I'm planning on reading this month, and now that it is like the day before October, it's perfect timing. It is a like parody on a gothic romance, and I'm very excited about it. I should be able to get through this tonight pretty quickly. Graphic novel, they shouldn't take long at all. And then I will have completed 4 books this month. I know I'm not going to be able to sit down and read either of the 2 books that are currently being read by me right now, just because it's going to take me too much time and I have too much other things to do today. So I am compromising with this. And I think it's going to be really fun. Super spooky, lots of gothicness, lots of creepiness, and it's going to be good. I am about to sit down and start tutoring for a couple of hours. It's just essay review, so I can listen to my audiobook while I do that. And it's going to be a good time, so wish me luck. Hello everybody, we're back. It is like 9:30, so a bit later than I anticipated. However, this is still gonna work. I have listened to about 65% of Don't Shut Off the Lights, and I'm enjoying it so far. It's really interesting how this anthology is working. These stories are tiny, like so short, but they're very nice, like kids scary stories. I am enjoying myself. It's making me feel spooky. It's giving me like spooky things I used to find spooky when I was a kid vibes. So I'm having a good time. I have about an hour left in the audiobook when I'm listening to it at 2.25 speed, so I should definitely be able to finish it tonight. I'm going to be listening to it while I do some work, and I'm going to try and fly through it as quickly as I can. So wish me luck. I might crank it up to 2.5 speed just because I want to get this done, and then I want to be able to read Willowy Manor. So let's get going. Hey guys, so I just finished listening to the audiobook for Don't Turn Out the Lights, edited by Jonathan Mulberry. I really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it a 3 out of 5 stars. I thought it was a really great little anthology of middle grade horror stories that were really quick, creepy, and a really fun read for me. Now it is about 10:10. I have some readings and a lecture to review. However, I'm going to quickly read The Dire Days of Willowy Manor first, as I'm waiting for my video to process, because I just finished editing my October TBR that I'm going to set up to be to upload tonight, so that it is up tomorrow on October 1st, and I'm so excited. I'm getting so much done today and I just feel really good. So let's get going. Hi guys, so today is actually October 1st. So I just wanted to do a quick wrap up for this vlog for September and give you guys a final count of the books that I read. I ended up finishing 4 books this month, which is a lot less than normal, but I'm still proud of it. The first book that I read was The Box in the Woods by Maureen Johnson, and I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. Next up, I read One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus, and I gave it a 2 out of 5 stars. Next up, I read Don't Turn Off the Lights, edited by Jonathan Mayberry, and it was a dedication kind of to scary stories to tell in the dark, and it counted for my buzzword pick for the month and my audiobook for the month, and I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. And then I finished with The Dire Days at Willowy Manor by Shannon K. Garrity and Christopher Baldwin, and I ended up giving this a 4 out of 5 stars. I adored this when I read it last night. It was super funny, had a bit of a sci-fi twist to it that I wasn't expecting, and I really enjoyed the parody of gothic romance. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I did not complete all of my prompts for the readathons I was participating in, but I am proud of my reading considering I went back to school this month. So if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments below what books you read during the month of September. And if you're new here, please subscribe. I put out new bookish and writing videos every week, and I hope you guys have a lovely day. Bye-bye.